Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year! Kicking off 2023 with a little bit of going back in time, 1 month. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about my favorite albums that were released this last December of 2022. A few of them that were released early in the month did end up making my albums of the year list, but there's also some other albums that I didn't discover till later or that came out after I'd already made my lists that I just wanted to talk about because they're worth mentioning. I hate it when bands release albums in December, but nonetheless, I want to focus on some of these. I didn't listen to a ton of new albums this month. Usually when I do these monthly lists, I'm going to list off like 15 or 16 albums I think you should check out. Here I've only got around 10 this month, so I'm sure I've missed some. I just didn't listen to a ton of stuff throughout December. I was just busy with year-end stuff, so definitely give me your recommendations down below in case I missed anything. But anyways, check out these albums if you have not heard them, and I will put them all down below in case I mispronounce any, which I am sure to do. So anyways, first off today, I'm going with Krvna, or Krvna. I'm not sure on the pronunciation here. Their album for Thine is the Kingdom of the Flesh. This is a one-man, Australian black metal band. Just really full of great riffs. This is more of like just straight ahead black metal attack, but really well done stuff here. Aggressive vocals, maybe not really like redefining the genre in any way, but if you just want some straight ahead, well done black metal, definitely go check out this album. And now let's get into my top 10. Just cracking the top 10, I am going with Destroyer 666 and their new album, Never Surrender. Another band from Australia, this time more on the black and thrash side of things. They've had a pretty long career with some really standout albums. I don't think this one quite stacks up to their best. There's a few songs on here that are just kind of basic, not really bringing anything new to the table, not that interesting. But there's still some very solid tracks throughout as well. Like overall, this is still a pretty decent album. If you're into any of their past material, I'm sure you will enjoy this. Even if I don't think it's on par with their best, it's still pretty good. Definitely go check it out. Up next, at number 9, sticking with some black and thrash, I'm going with Hellish and their album, The Dance of the Four Elemental Serpents. So this is some black and thrash from Chile. This is just a very fun and energetic album. Black and thrash at its most fun and exciting. Just ripping solos, fast, aggressive songs. Got that typical blackened style vocals in with the thrash. Just really awesome stuff. Go check them out. Probably more of an underrated one. Up next, let's switch things up completely and go with Trollcave and their full-length debut album, Rotted Remnants Dripping from the Void. So this is some funeral doom mixed with death metal from Spain. They throw in some keyboards here and there, and this is just so heavy and plodding. It's got this like suffocating atmosphere, but it is just heavy as fuck. Really well done stuff. They had put out an EP previously, but this is their full-length debut. Yeah, if you're into this style of very slow death metal, more on the funeral doom side of things, definitely worth checking out. Once again, let's switch it up completely for this next one with some power metal with Krilloan and their album Emperor Rising. These guys are from Sweden. This is their full-length debut as well. And this is just a solid power metal album. It's got everything you want. Soaring vocals, great solos, great songwriting, songs you are going to be singing along to instantly. You'll be going to be pumping your fist. Just really well done stuff. It doesn't overstay its welcome either. It's a shorter album, at least in terms of a typical power metal album. But yeah, really awesome stuff. If you're into power metal, definitely go check this album out. All right, up next, I'm going with an EP. I usually don't include EPs on this list, but I want to talk about this band, and that is Moonlight Sorcery with their new EP, Nightwind, the Conqueror from the Stars. So this is actually the second EP this band released in 2022. The first one was great, and this one is excellent as well. This is really a band to watch out for. Can't wait till they put out a full-length debut, but even then, in the meantime, just go check out both of these EPs. A band like Stormkeep would come to mind for a similar comparison. Like, this is melodic black metal with hints of keyboards, and they're from Finland. I should have said that at the beginning. So it's got that typical like Finnish melodicism as well, and just really well done stuff. Like I said, I usually don't include EPs on my lists here, but this one is worthy of mention. Definitely go check these guys out if you have not heard them. All right, now we're into the goods, the best 5 albums from December, at least in my opinion, of the ones that I have heard. Don't take the ranking of these top 5 too much, because all of these next 5 albums are absolutely amazing. So things that are in 5th could even move up to 1st place, honestly. So take these with a grain of salt. These are just 5 absolutely amazing albums that you need to go check out. So in at 5th, I'm going with Satanic Warmaster and the new album Aamongandr. This was actually just released December 30th, so I have not spent nearly as much time with this as I have with all the other albums on this list. So that's why I'm putting it in 5th for now, but it will most definitely rise up. I mean, one-man band, bringing in extra musicians, obviously, as usual, but Werewolf, just the legend. He's back at it, never disappoints. Finnish raw black metal, but brings in that great sense of melody. Even though it's raw black metal, you still got that Finnish melody that I absolutely love in black metal. And Satanic Warmaster is one of the best out there in their specific style of black metal. And yeah, this album is no exception. If you like any of their past material, you will surely like this as well. Go give it a listen. Up next, I'm going with Misþyrming, a band I'm probably mispronouncing, but yeah, hamri, their 3rd album. This is some black metal from Iceland, and wow, this band, when I first heard their debut years ago, like, blew me away. Just really captured this like glacial iciness with their black metal. Sounds like you're in the cavern of a glacier, and they just really capture that atmosphere better than anyone out there. One of the best out there in Icelandic black metal for sure. This really expands on the sounds that they started with their first couple albums. This one's maybe more of a direct approach with some of the riffs, but it's really got almost like an anthemic approach. The riffs just really drive these songs. You'll be headbanging, and it's really like almost catchy. It's just fucking great. This album is so good. I absolutely loved both of their previous albums, and this one is right on par with them. It's still got some of the like spooky, creepy, not interludes, but like outros or intros to songs, just with some added atmosphere. But yeah, if you've never heard this band before, go check out all their albums. But yeah, go listen to this new one as well. It kicks ass. Up next at number 3, an album that did make my albums of the year list because it came out earlier in the month. That is Woods of Desolation with The Falling Tide. Another Australian band. That's like 3 Australian bands just in this top 10 today. That's pretty good. But yeah, one-man band, melancholic black metal, hints of post-black metal. This one was in my top 20 for albums of the year. It's really awesome stuff. They have their typical melancholic wall of sound that they've had throughout all their albums. The vocals on this album maybe take a little bit to get used to compared to some of the previous albums, but Dee, the mastermind behind the band, just really has created a beautiful melancholic album. It's sad but uplifting at the same time. Really well done stuff. Easy choice for this list. Okay, 2 more to go. In 2nd place, I'm going with Hate Forest and their album Innermost. So this album was a surprise release. I had no idea they were releasing another album. This seems to be what they always do, is just drop an album at the end of the year when no one's expecting it. I would like a little more notice, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. This is absolutely great. Ukrainian black metal, Roman from Druk. So if you're into Druk, definitely go check these guys out. Not to say it sounds exactly the same. It doesn't. But the riffs are absolutely amazing here. This is a bit like more abrasive and rough than the Druk material. The vocals are different as well. Like if you've heard Hate Forest before, typically it's got like a low register growl as opposed to the typical black metal high-pitched rasp. So he's still got that, but he throws in a balance of these higher black metal rasps, and the contrast between the two, it really works. They play off each other so well. And yeah, it's one-man band at this point. Used to have other members, but this is just really awesome stuff. Every song on here really hits the mark. Go listen to the opening track and just that opening riff. Like, man, you are going to be headbanging and playing air guitar and blasting away with air drums. Like, it's fucking awesome. This one could even rise to the top spot. This would have definitely been in my albums of the year list if it would have come out a little bit earlier. But nonetheless, awesome album that you should definitely go check out. That just leaves one. An album that I talked about already. It was actually in my top 10 albums of the year list for 2022, and that is Ancient Mastery with Chapter 2, The Resistance. This is another one-man band, this time from Austria. This is more like epic black metal, and it's almost like mixes power metal in with the black metal. It's really interesting stuff. Brings in some female clean vocals, which sound like it's in a medieval tavern, and just like the twin guitar harmonies that are throughout here, like it sounds like you're listening to Iron Maiden or Rhapsody, but then with black metal vocals, and it's just really amazing stuff. The synths like have this 80s feel to it. Really amazing, unique album. Absolutely love it. In at number 1. So anyways, these are just my thoughts and opinions as usual. These were my favorite albums from the month of December. Definitely give me yours down below, and you can look forward to some new content for the rest of the month. We're into 2023 now, so yeah, you're going to be looking forward to tons of new stuff. I'll be doing new discography rankings, new album reviews, some classic album reviews. You know, my usual spiel, but there'll be some new series starting this month as well, so you can look forward to that. So anyways, until next time, Hammer Heart Metal Reviews, out.